Hello everyone, welcome to episode 35 of the Ashton Gate 8 with me, Ringo FM. I hope you all enjoyed your Christmas. I know I did. I had a great time. I've not really played. I uploaded the last video, a week ago, and I played some time into that. Obviously, we had the Carabao Cup semi-finals and whatnot, and you can probably see from the little title there, we are in the Carabao Cup final, and unbelievably, you can probably see on the screen behind me, we are top of the table. We've played 27 games. We've got a goal difference of 24, and we're on 57 points. We are 2 points ahead of Chelsea. Same games won. Look at this. It's so close. 17-1 each. We've drawn 6. They've drawn 4. We've lost 4. They've lost 6. The goal difference is very, very, very close. There's only 2 goals in it, but Liverpool, Arsenal, and City are all sort of hovering behind us. And I know what some people will be thinking is I'm 4 seasons in with Bristol City. I shouldn't really be in this position, but I think a lot of it comes down to the dynamics and the squad building we've been doing. If you look at the schedule, it's just been so consistent. We've got a proper core. The last time we left off, I want to say, if I remember correctly, which I don't, it was the Tottenham game. Was it the Tottenham game? It was the Tottenham game, wasn't it? No? I can't bloody remember. I can't remember, but it's been a while. It's been a long old while. But I just think, games against Liverpool, beat Man United. That was the game we played, and then we've just gone on this absolutely mental run. We've only got a couple of draws in there, and we've won the rest of them. But we absolutely slapped Norwich 5-0 in the first leg of the semi-final. That got us in good stead. Second game, we played a bit of a rotated squad. Dango Utara played up front in that game and scored in the game. So we've got a game against Man City now. We rotated heavily, I don't want to say heavily, but enough for the Arsenal game, which was a couple of days ago, to allow us to play the City game in 5 days. But it's gone really well, and I genuinely think it's the dynamics, the team cohesion now. The team's collective mental state's improved, you'll see improved positioning, and the players will experience slight improvement in their vision and react to events unfolding. That's sort of the best thing. The atmosphere. The only one player happy is Rafa Marin. He was set to join West Ham on deadline day in January, but he couldn't get a work permit and they couldn't get the ESC allocation over the line beforehand, so that got cancelled, and he's not very happy about that. But the players have been there. This is probably the best thing. It's players who share the same level of professionalism, and most of the players have been at the club for a similar length of time. If we look at the squad as a whole, Restes is new this season. Who else is new? Mikey Moore is new this season. Alex Scott is new this season. But Bungard, Krupi, Utara, Patino, Borza, Greaves, Pedroza, Coyote, they've all been there for at least a year now. Even players like Greenwood, who's now on the fringes, he actually agreed a deal to go to Al Ahly, and then for some reason they pulled out, which is very frustrating. I'm going to take him off the transfer list, actually. If no team's in for him, it doesn't really make sense having him on there, so he's going to be taken off that. But just the players who are around the club, Jordan Moore and Ben Doak are new. Ayala and Jones have been here a little while now. Kyle Yates, who's starting to make some first-team appearances, has been there for a while. Stephanie Ilabudo has been there 2 years now. Malo Gusto is new this season, but obviously was here on loan previously. Charlie Frith, a youth player who's come through the ranks. Lorenzo Luke has been there for years. Mariba, the youth's been there since the championship days. We've just got a very, very settled squad. And that being said, that's why we didn't make any signings in January. We sold a couple of players, which I'll show you now. So Jordan Lapham has agreed the deal to go to Bournemouth. Andres Shelderup is joining on a free transfer. He was transfer listed by Bayern Munich, and then his contract was written out, and our director of football thought, you know what, I'm going to make an offer for him. So that's fine, because if we move Greenwood, we've got Shelderup. There's the next sort of step in the squad building. But we've turned a profit again. We've spent a lot of money this season, an awful lot of money. But obviously Ben Doak was 60 million. But again, I think I can justify that. He's now worth 86 to 105 million, and I think has got something like 11 assists, 7 assists. He's got in all competitions, 3 in the Premier League. Has only really played 17 games So I can't really complain about that. So the only player we actually signed in January, apart from Gutierrez and Jordan Moore and Candia, who are like the youth players, we got this guy, Benjamin Hercher, for 3.4 million from Stuttgart. I want him to be a right back. He's naturally a winger, but he can cross really well. He's got a bit of potential in him, but he can cross. He's quite defensive. He's quite aggressive. He's got good positioning. I just think he's more of a right back. So we brought him in. The intention is he's going to probably train to play right back as much as possible. And then the outs, then there were a couple. Candia went on loan to West Brom. Christian Belic finally left. He went to Al Rayed. Didn't want to lose him, but he was kicking off about game time. And obviously the whole idea is to bring the youth players in. So Kyle Yates is now the backup. Gerald Rawlinson has gone on loan to Maidenhead. Dwight McNeil, who was kicking off again, he went out on loan with an option to buy. And Aaron Maguire went out on a free. Angel Alacron, again, just not a player that has done much, so he's gone out the door. Raekwon Nelson out on loan. Chris Mitchell out on loan. Adrian Evans, just a lot of loans and a lot of free transfers. That's sort of the only business we've done, other than the guys that you've seen in Ronald and Jack Harrison. Bit of a squeaky bum time there is Mason Greenwood has now kicked off saying he wasn't happy that we were touting his name around, which is a bit silly, really, because he was happy to go and he'd agreed a deal and then it fell through. But luckily, no one agrees with him. And I think that's because he's not playing all that much. Although he's a top influencer and a team leader, I think we just need him to go as soon as possible. If not, we need to just start like bringing him in and playing him a little bit more. I just think because we've got Sheldrick coming in, I don't need him. I don't really like him. I think, again, if I show you in a second, compare him with Mikey Moore is just levels ahead of him. So you can see then Greenwood is obviously like in his prime, and Mikey Moore, in all honesty, Mikey Moore's slightly better. I think it's probably because Greenwood is more naturally a striker, but we don't like him playing as like the striker up front. We've tried it so many times. He doesn't fit into a social group. He's got a recent decline. He's not good in the air. The only issue we've got with Mikey Moore is his heading. If we look at his statistics, total appearances, Moore has made a little bit, a few more. Actually, no, slightly less. Goals-wise, he's got double the goals and only one less assist. So I think I'm totally justified in what I've done there. So I just hope he doesn't kick up a fuss, particularly in the run-in. I don't think we're going to finish top of the table. I really don't think we're going to finish there. I think we're probably going to finish 4th or 5th, and we'll maybe drop off towards the end. We've managed game time very well. We've managed sort of... it's tight. He's okay. It'll be fine. We've managed like a lot of the players really well in terms of like bringing the youth players through as well and giving them game time. We've done it very well. So I don't want to bite the bullet and just and give Greenwood game time just for the sake of it. I think I need really to just stick to my guns with that and just play the game that I want to play. Mikey Moore is my starting left winger, so he'll continue being that. Greenwood, I wouldn't even class as like sort of the top 3 strikers. We've got Bungard, Krupi, and Lorenzo Luca. We've also got Ethan Ayala. He doesn't fit anywhere. We've got Sheldrick coming in. He doesn't fit anywhere. So I really need to get him out the door. I just hope that the dynamics don't drop off. I think because he's not got a good social group rating, I genuinely think that saved us because the social groups, he's in the second group with Mariba, Diouf and Marin. Marin's transfer list, the youth and Mariba are now sort of like backup players. I think that saved us. I think this is how we're going to line up. I'm tempted to start Utara and bring Doak on. I just think Dango's been the club the longest. He's pretty much like the out-and-out starter now. Pedrosa, we will put on the bench. Mariba, Diouf, Ronald Jones, we don't need Ronald Jones on there. They've started calling up this guy, Jordan Maton, who's a 17-year-old, and when we like let the assistant pick the team, he keeps like getting brought into the squad, and I don't really know why, but I don't mind it. We have also been rotating game time between Il Budo and Charlie Frith. They both played like fair amount of minutes between them, and like 6.68 and a 6.75. Like they're both doing very well. So I'm not gonna knock either of them. We'll take Mariba down and put where's he gone? I've already put Riascos on the bench. Yeah, okay. Jordan Moore, we're going to right back on the bench. We have no Jordan Moore can go on the bench because Malo Gusto is coming back from that injury. That's the starting lineup I think we're going to go with. Sangante, we will make a decision tomorrow on whether Jordi Pedrosa can play. He has done it, he's tweaked his hamstring slightly, so we'll see how he gets on. And this is our first chance of like actual silverware. Like obviously we won the playoffs. I wouldn't class that as like actual silverware, but we'll appear in our first EFL Cup final in the club's 135-year history. Whether the result Bristol will be proud of just a sensational run, best remembered for their victory over Liverpool. 9 times winners Manchester City. So the team meeting says, ease the pressure and play down the importance of the match. So we need to stick to that. So everyone's going to be hyping this match up because don't need to pay attention. It's just another match as far as we're concerned. And there you go. That's what you want. You basically do, and Kev Laluzio made a very good video about that. You basically do what it tells you to do. If it prompts you to do a certain thing, do that thing, because otherwise you're just asking for trouble. Greenwood's was still downcast. I don't want him near the dressing room for this. I don't think Greenwood can be anywhere near the squad for this. I don't even want him travelling to Wembley. So, cup final day, Jordi Pedrosa is some way short of fitness and should be monitored. His condition is really low. He's a high risk of injury. I don't think he can play. And the fact Fallou Diouf is also short of fitness, I think that means we know what we've got to do. We've just got to start Sangante and hope that he can recapture some of the form he had before he got injured. He's not been amazing since then. Sangante, I do really like him. He's always been wanted by a couple of clubs. He is nice and consistent. It's the fact about like the big matches that he doesn't seem to care for big matches, which is a bit worrying. But I mean, he's still a good player, isn't he? Like he's still a really good centre back in his prime. We do have Pedrosa. Can we have Pedrosa on the bench? No, we can't. Can we? The only other option is Mariba coming back in or Rafa Marin, but Rafa Marin, his match sharpness is just in the bin, and he doesn't want to be there either. So I think, for the sake of it, we have got the youth Dave need. We'll drop him down and we'll bring Kyle Yates onto the bench because Kyle Yates has been rotated in as a midfield option. Ilya Mariba, a fantastic player in his own right, but the whole point of this save is to get these young players from the academy into the Bristol City first team. I'm not suited and booted. I'm not. I shan't be. Everyone seems happy. Sangante feels confident playing in this formation. This is good. The lads seem happy. No one seems disinterested. No one seems scared. First chance of actual silverware. And again, we've got Charlie Frith and Kyle Yates on the bench. So, I mean, Alex Scott classes as one of the 8. We've mentioned it before. So, technically, we're doing it. Come on, lads. Come on. We're going to show as much of the match as possible. We really are. We've beaten City a couple of times in recent years. They're not the team they once were. They play a very different style under Thomas Tuchel, but still an amazing team. Lewis, Doyle, Militao, Gvardiol, Neves, João Neves, Haaland, the lot. Here we go then. Bristol City versus Manchester City. If we just play our game, I'm confident we'll get something from it. We've got a corner 15 minutes in. The first highlight of the game. Bungard's going to whip it. He's gone far post. Sangante's up! And Jacob Greaves was the man who met the ball. Knocks it over the bar. We mix the corners up slightly. We still do front post, back post. But we mix sort of who's where. The set piece coaching wasn't really working. So we've sort of just done our own thing. I'm tempted to drop a little encourage here because we are playing well. But there you go. There you go. Come on, lads. And you know what? We're 30 minutes in here and City haven't had a shot. Not even one. We're not getting ours on target. Oh, here we go. Philip Bungard. He loves a free kick. Philip! Oh, off the bar! Alex! Get in! Get in! One of the 8. The original of the Ashton Gate 8. Alex Scott on the rebound. Philip Bungard smashes the crossbar. And Alex Scott, there's not a single City player marking 3 red shirts there. And Alex Scott puts us in the lead. Jack Grealish. Blocked. Apologies, I had to help bring the shopping in. Yeah, City have got a corner. I don't even remember what happened. I think it was a free kick. Foden with the corner. Away by Bungard. Well done. No! Well held, rest S. So that's their first shot in 40 minutes. That little flump header from Grealish. So I would say we are in total control of this match. And actually, the worst performing players are Greaves, Patino, and Borza. Borza looks knackered. Why is he knackered? Ooh, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure why he's so tired. But to be honest, despite the possession, we're in total control. They've had one shot, and it was that header. So I'm happy with how they are for now. We've obviously got a couple of players. What are they saying? Covering a lot of ground, Andre Borza, isn't he? I think we just need to keep an eye. We'll give them sort of to 55, 60 minutes, and then obviously we've got like Luca and whatnot who can come on. Frith getting some game time would be quite nice as well, actually, wouldn't it? In a cup final. Did Frith play in the playoff final? I don't think he did. Or did he? Did he come on? I know obviously we started Trev, but I'm not sure about Charlie Frith. Julian Alvarez getting injured is a big one for us. They brought on Al Shamrani, who I think is a new gen, if I remember. Coyote, Dango, whip it in. Get up, my heat. Get up, my heat. Get up, my heat. Oh! Right, so did I put Riascos on the bench? I did. I'm going to bring Riascos on for Patino. Mikey Moore is just on his arse here, isn't he? He is knackered. But he's playing well. I'm going to bring Bungard off. I'm going to bring Lorenzo Luca on. The other option I've got is put Dango out there and Ben Doak on the left, on the right, sorry. Greaves not performing particularly well either. We'll do that for now. We'll do those two changes for now. Give it till 70, then maybe make a couple of more. But yeah, Mikey Moore's knackered, isn't he? His Borza wins it back. Falls for Jack Grealish. Being closed down quite well, and he's forced backwards to Militao. Vardiol. Lewis. This would be a real shame if City go and nick a goal here, because we've been all over them. And it's off the post, but he's offside. That is fine. That's fine. I'm going to give it until 70. Yeah. Croupier is knackered. I know. Coyote is knackered. Oh, God. Right. We're getting up to 70, and then we're making more changes. We have got a corner, though, which Dango's going to take. Looks for Lorenzo. Get up, son. Jacob Greaves. Don't know how he didn't win that. Coyote does well against Phil Foden, doesn't he? Well done. And Sangante, nice and calm, find Restes. Greaves. Going to give them quick and courage because they're making a couple of individual errors, these lads. So, we do need to make some subs now because there is some very tired legs on there. God, Mikey Moore is just dead on his feet. I think we need to keep Dango Utara out there. So let's bring Ben Doak on as an inside forward on that side. Andre Borza is going to have to come off, and Charlie Frith can come on. Other than that, I've only got 3 youth players and Fallu the youth who can come on. Was it better doing this, actually? It's better doing that, isn't it? Dango out there. Junior Krupi is just dead as well. They're just going to have to bear it, I think. I mean, the only other option is Ilabudo can play wide. So Dango could go up front. Let's do that, actually. Right, Krupi's going to come off. Dango there. Ilabudo on there, and he can play. Let's do inverted winger so we can still allow Charlie Frith to get forward. Let's not change it up all that much. We have still got another sub left after this. And it'll... Oh, no, we don't. Or do we? I don't know. Right, Coyote. Driving forward. If we can get a goal just before the subs come on, it's game over. It's whipped in and Luca didn't make the movement. Here's Mikey Moore. Oh, Mikey. He's too tired. He can't even get up to get back and make a challenge. Intercepted by Riascos. Dango Utara slips it through Junior Creepy. We've won the Carabao. Get in. What a finish. Just as he's about to go off. Brilliant play by Dango. Riascos winning this back. Watch him here. Watch the mouse. Just says, no, thank you. I'll have that. Into Dango. The movement from the front three is superb. And Junior Krupi just passes it into an empty net. Yes, we will still make the tactical changes. We absolutely will. I've got no issue with that. That should be game over. City haven't had a sniff apart from that Haaland effort that hit the post. Lorenzo Lucas on a deep free kick. And he very nearly gets an assist. That is outrageous from us. What are we doing? Have we got another sub? No, we don't. So these are the lads who are going to have to see the game out. Rico Lewis has popped up on the left now, but he's still playing like an inverted wing-back. He's still dropping into the midfield. Oh, what play. What play by City. How have they not scored? Right, rest us. They're obviously pressing us high, trying to force a mistake. Just be calm. There you go. Nice and calm. Ben Doak does well again. Now Alex Scott. Riascos is with him, but he's looking for Coyote. He finds him. Ben Doak is through. If you can pick your pass, he can't. Get it in. Oh, it's a dreadful ball. Sangante needs to win that header, and he doesn't. And Phil Foden goes through. Foden. Sangante gets a foot in. Al-Sharani puts it wide. I'm not changing anything because we're still in control. I'm not changing anything. Just keep going. There you go. There you go. That's no, my God, Riascos, what are you doing? I didn't like that. We've somehow kept the ball. Eventually, we were going to lose it playing like that. Got to be off. He's got to be off. Yeah, flag's off. He's got to be off. I think eventually we were going to lose it by doing that. Why Riascos went backwards, I don't know. But surely that's an offside. Surely. Yeah, he was. He looked offside on the just in the game. Never mind on the replay here. Yeah, he's well off. He's well off. Good line, lads. So I think City are coming on to us a lot more now because the highlights are very, very fast. And they're coming quite quickly. Coyote's down the line now. Can he pick a cross? He's got Luca in the middle. He's looking for Lorenzo. Luca! Oh! Lorenzo. No, I don't want to encourage. I'm going to put some times on the time wasting, and when it gets up towards the 90, it's going to go on like full time wasting. Shamrani to Grealish. Militao. Shamrani. Good tackle. Riascos goes back to Restes. Just get rid of it. Coyote, it's poor. It's really poor. João Neves. Sangante gets a foot to it. Was there not an offside again? I don't think Haaland was off. I think one of the first two were. No. Okay. Well then. Well then. I'm not dropping the tempo because I know it sounds daft because obviously we're on like a very high tempo. They're not trained to play a low tempo. So if we go to a low tempo, we're just asking for trouble. So just drop them and encourage. Try and get them over the line. Got 3 minutes on the clock. Come on. That's it. That's got to be it. Launch long for Ilabu, though. He put it out to play. Come on. Charlie Frith. Does he get the last touch of the Carabao Cup final? Take all the time you need, Charlie. Take a booking if you need to. Oh my God, how have we won a trophy so early? Honestly, I just think the whole, the idea of using dynamics to your advantage has just done wonders for this team. It's crazy. And Jacob Greaves is going to lift the Carabao Cup. Ooh, yes. Well, I'd say the first bit of silverware, really, the playoffs don't necessarily count as a trophy on the game for some reason. But the first bit of silverware we've got at Bristol City. Oh, who's doing a little... Who was that? Someone's just done a little cartwheel there. That is tremendous. We battered them. They only really came back into it in like the 83rd minute when they started. The 81st actually. 81st minute, Haaland had a disallowed goal, and that was their first like real attempt on goal. So I can't complain. We've just played City off the park in a cup final at Wembley. You can't see it. We've just had the achievement for 20 consecutive competitive matches without a loss. That is insane. I mean, I've got to be on the favourite personnel list now, surely. Why not? I've talked you up. I've kept you there. We've won. We finally won a trophy. 135 years and they've not won that trophy. I don't bloody know. There it is. There's the... Oh, no, it's not. I haven't skipped a day. But the confirmation is there. We lift the EFL Cup. Alex Scott getting us underway. That's fantastic. 4 goals by Lorenzo Luca. He should have scored in that game, actually. He put his header wide. Which, I mean, he's a 2.5-star player and he's just not. He's fantastic. 9 goals and 4 assists in all competitions. He was a free transfer, Luca. He scored 3 in his first season. He then scored 10 last season, and he's up to 9 so far this season. Like, he's just getting better. He's just getting so much better. But Junior Krupi went, 10 hours of football before he finished. And the finish, if you look at it, he actually placed it right into the bottom corner. We've trained that into him. He's got really good finishing, really good composure, and really good technique. So we've trained that into him to be able to just pass the ball into the net. And they're still saying he's an advanced forward now. He's more of an advanced forward than he is a playmaker now, which I still prefer him being a playmaker. 7 goals, 7 assists in the league, 9 and 8 in total. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Lewis Carey has labelled me an outstanding manager following the success. And that is exactly what we wanted. We have qualified for the Conference League by winning the EFL Cup. And I said in the last video, episode 33, I think it was, before the season started, I want to go hell for leather for the Cup because our best way of getting Europe is by winning a trophy. If we dropped off now in the Premier League, I really wouldn't care. We've got the Conference League. We've got what we wanted. The progression we've made in past years has just been absolutely sensational. And in terms of goals and that as well, Bungard has got 12 goals, so he's in amongst the average sort of players. Beto getting 12 goals, what a lad. We had him, didn't we? Beto, Brewster, Saka, soon Snuck Bell has just turned into some player on this, but he's within the average. Warren Jones with one of the regens at Aston Villa. Liverpool are going to go and get him. Oh no. We're spreading the goals out. He's got 12. Other than that, I think it's Krupi with 7 is the next highest scorer for us. But just the players have just been so good. They've been so good. There it is. Our first Carabao Cup 2029. Breaking records. Flying up the league. Top of the table. Even after the results in the Premier League today. Chelsea. Liverpool lost 3-1 to Norwich. Tell you what, we could be going places. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to play on. We have got not many games left. We've got the FA Cup game against Manchester United. I'll probably come back around April, May. Even at the end of the season, I don't know. We'll see how the FA Cup goes. Premier League wise, I really expect us to drop off. I think we might come back though for the Liverpool and Man United games because obviously they're the teams closest to us. We do still have to play City again who they just don't seem to be able to catch a break against us. Absolutely fantastic. We now, do you know what, actually looking at it, our running now, the only top 4 team we play is Liverpool. Liverpool and City are the only top 4 teams we play in the next 13 matches. So, who knows? Who knows? And we need to update the ticker, don't we? So there you go. There is your updated ticker. The 2 so far who have come in, played in a final, cup final, won us a trophy. I'm going to class Charlie in there. He played his part in that, didn't he, Charlie Frith? Where's he gone? He's on the bench. Alex Scott played his part, got scored and underway. Charlie Frith, 21 years of age, came on in the cup final there, played a whole, came on in the 71st minute, didn't really have to do much, didn't really do anything other than won a header. But do you know what? He's playing his part, isn't he? 3-star player, fantastic. A 3-star left back to us is brilliant. I mean, the class Borza was 3.5? The class Borza is a 3-star. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to leave that there. Somehow we've just absolutely played City off the park. Unbelievable. I'll come back. Do you know what? We were missing Yuri Pedrosa. We've asked Sangante to come back in there and do a job, and he literally kept Haaland quiet all game. And obviously we signed him from Sheffield United when they were relegated, and we did it based on the whole, did he play well in the games that he played? And he did. He absolutely did. So what a player he's turned out to be. A very, very good rotation option now. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling. Justified in the decision to think with Mason Greenwood on his way out, nowhere near the first team, that group of players, they when a player's got high leadership, they gravitate towards the team leaders. So if you look at the dynamics here, the other team leader was Jacob Greaves. Jacob Greaves was on a leadership of 14. So him being on that pitch there was okay, what do we need to do? How are we going to play? How are we going to get out of this? And yeah, unbelievable. I think someone like Alex Scott as well, they look towards him. 11 for leadership. He obviously scored and he was having a great game. He's just getting better as well. Unbelievable. Well, how much did we pay for him? 44 mil. 3 goals, 2 assists. Not amazing returns, but we are playing him in a slightly different position to what he'd actually like to play. Really, he should be in this area or an attacking midfielder. But if he just carries on the way he's doing, I've got absolutely no problems with him being a Roman playmaker. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. We've got our first silverware as Bristol City manager, and we'll be back hopefully with some good news in the FA Cup. I don't know. We'll have to see. United are a bit of a bogey team for us. But thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Carabao Cup winners. We are in the Conference League. We've got a real platform now to build. See you later.